everyone. Thanks for stopping by my channel. I had a video for Monday today, and it just didn't upload. And I did it on my iPhone. I did the same thing I did every other time, and it just wouldn't go to YouTube. It wouldn't go to my iPad. And I tried to upload it a couple different ways, and I still couldn't get it to go. So I'm having to remake the video. So I don't know what I actually did, because I was working on this on Friday. And so now I'm not sure what I showed, and I don't feel like watching the video again because I don't need to. So, but there is a couple pieces of ephemera I still need for this for this Willow and Vines journal for Lynda. And then after I work on this, I will do a flip through, and then I'll tell Lynda that, you know, it's time for her to look away if she doesn't want to see the flip through. Okay? So, because I want to get this shipped out to her, you know, as soon as I can, because it's been taking forever to make it. So, I just didn't want to print more paper for this journal because I have a lot of scraps, and I thought I would try to use up what I have. So the best way for me to use scraps is use junk mail as well. So I had an envelope here, and I'll show you. This is the well, this is going to be the front of the envelope, I guess. Yeah, I think this should be the front, except this pocket here, back here, is on this side and not on this side. It's just the way it was. So all I did was I put some paper inside here to cover this part, and then I was going to collage wherever I needed to hide those black spots or the black writing. But on this one, there was no place that I had to hide except this one. So we'll see what happens. But I'm trying to make it look like a tag. It's glued shut, all except for this little section I left open to put a piece of writing page in there. Or you could put a journal card or whatever. But I didn't want to print out more journal cards either, because it's like we're almost done. So over here I have so I'm back on my Android phone, and I guess that's going to work out for now until I can figure out what's going on. I honestly think I just don't have enough room anymore, because I've put so many different apps on my iPhone and my iPad that there's probably just no room. But it's not telling me that. So that's kind of what's disappointing. And I really don't want to cut this whole page just to fill in that little spot. So let's see. I could use this paper, I think. It's wide enough. You know, it's just so it doesn't show. And I'm not going to worry about... I'm not worrying about, you know, putting a special picture in there or anything. I don't think we need to worry about that. Okay. So I'm just going to go around the outside of this and glue it in. I'm getting a lot of glue on the edge here. I don't know why. So I hope everybody's doing good, and our weather here has been, it's been good. It's been hot. It's 87 out right now, but it's very overcast, and it looks like it wants to rain, but I haven't, whoops, I got a little glue on the window. Yeah, it looks like rain, but I haven't heard anything about it yet. If it's going to rain. Okay, so what I did was I actually put this inside, so this would be a place to put something in there. Okay, so I'm going to work this one this way. So let me just glue this down. Yeah, let's see. Okay, I'll glue this down, but I can come back and, because I want to cut it down. Okay, so that makes it kind of a nice, it's sturdy enough. Okay, let's see how tall this one is. So, I don't really, well, I guess I do. I better cut this down here. I really like the glass mat. I've been working all morning and to do some other pieces. I tell you, I keep coming up with more things to make for this journal. But that's okay. I don't mind. I just using up what I have as far as papers go instead of getting a new one. But I like this because I'm able to line it up. And here I can see I don't know if there's a glare in the glass. There's a little bit of a glare that I have right here, but I don't think you guys getting that glare. So it's my glare for me. All right, and then yes, it's very easy to cut on it, and I thought it would scratch it, but it's not. And I have a couple things to tell you guys anyway, but I had mentioned to Kathy, right? I said on my video that it was made of plexiglass, and that was not right. I meant now I can't remember it. Shattered. It's shatterproof. Shatterproof. So if I did take a hammer and hit something, it would not break into pieces of glass. It would break into a bunch of little, you know, like a car window. So I don't know where I was that day to say that, but I just wanted to, if anybody else was wondering if it was really glass. It is really glass. Okay, so now I'm going to glue this shut. And I'm just going to glue it up to, you know, right to this edge here so that I can still leave that open. But I like it because I don't have to always get the cutter out to do, you know, one small little slice. All right, so there we go there. So now, oh darn, I did that upside down. Darn, darn, darn. I can't believe I did that. Oh, it's okay, I guess. Oh. Story of my life, you guys. As soon as I make a video, I make a mistake. That's just the way it goes. Okay, so I need to cover this little piece and maybe up in there. There is leftover of that, so that might be good just to... Let's see if I can rip this and... give it a little bit of texture here. Whoops. So let's see what else is going on. Actually, not much. I've kind of been doing well with my leg. I mean, it still hurts, but I mean, it's not unbearable. At least it hasn't been for a couple days. Now, who knows? Tomorrow could be another day. I'm just going to use my art glitter. Been using a lot of this lately. I might have to place an order before winter. And you know it's going to be winter, like tomorrow. It's like, I just can't believe it's in the middle of June already. Just can't get it through my head that it's this time of year. It's not even the middle, it's past the middle. What is today? It's the 20th. Let's see, I'm going to have a hard time deciding on those pieces. I just pulled out whatever I had left in blue. I don't really want it to go that direction. I'd rather go a different direction. I think that might be okay for that. These were fun when we made, I don't know if you guys remember, but I had a document. I think it was a passport, and I went and stamped all around it and cut out the stamps. And this was part of it. I think it's the very last piece I have. And then the next few weeks I'm going to, whoa, don't do that. I am going to try to spend some time getting organized again. I mean, we all do it, right? We have to. My mat is glass, but it's getting very smudgy. And then when I clean it, it's not shiny. You know, it still has a dull finish on it. It's up to, I don't know, get some glass cleaner. Okay, so that looks okay that way. And then up here, I don't know what. These things I don't really like for them to take all day to make. Let me see. That's wide enough. That's like sewing. Let's see. I have another whole box of washi. That's the thing, you know. I have more of everything. It's all put in different places. Nothing is together. And it's almost like if I don't see it, I won't use it. What's this? This is something I got. I don't remember. Oh, I have a package outside too. Forgot about that. Just some little charms. Hopefully they're basic stuff, you know, that I can, like little birds. And I got some black crows. I don't know if I'm going to be doing Halloween or not, but just in case. Oh my goodness, you guys. I don't know where this came from, but I thought it's pretty. Oh, there's. Oh, goodness. I hope it's washi tape. Oh, it's kind of cute. Got a little edge on it. doubled up. Oh, I guess that piece I cut. Yeah, I don't know where that came from. But we'll put it back there. Let's see if I can get the sticker off without doing the other. There we go. Yay. I had a sticker the other day. I don't remember what it was now, but oh my goodness. Even washi didn't work. I had to get out Scotch tape and it worked. But with Scotch tape, if it sticks to the washi, you have to be careful that it doesn't stick to the paper. It'll rip your paper that you're laying the washi onto. Come on. Don't need all that. Okay, I'm just going to go around this and give it a little ink. This will be for writing. I wonder if I could, I'm kind of thinking about just leaving that the way it is. I could put that on there. If I hadn't done this upside down, I wouldn't have this issue. I think maybe this washi would probably be the best thing for this little thing. See that tape there? We got to get that off. All this fiddly stuff. All right, I'm just going to throw it down here. I guess I'll cut it off there. Didn't get it quite on there straight. I'm going to take it all the way over to this edge here. This is really not this hard. Would have been nice if my video had gone up, because I was just going to do this off camera, you know, mess with it later to get a couple more pieces of ephemera in it, the journal. I hope that's straight. Doesn't look straight there. Looks crooked. I must have, I can't move it now. All right. So this piece of paper, I put in there. And so I need to cut it down. on the bottom. And I was thinking the glass would make a lot of noise when you cut it, but it didn't. I went around these corners. And I will ink it later. Okay, so that's that. Okay, this one is kind of plain now. I thought she's cute. I was not sure what to do with this part up here. It looks so vacant. I don't like that. Wish you guys could talk to me. I don't really care for this part where the window comes up. I could just do something very simple like that. I saw, where's that other, there it is. Let's see if I like that better. Yeah, I kind of like that. I'm just going to rip it, the edges a little bit. It doesn't like to be paper strong. I think it's just parchment. You know, it's like I don't want to declutter. I want to keep what I have, because I did do a declutter, but well, that was what I used. That's what I did on the video that's not going to go up, is I made some let me get some glue stick. I made some tags, and now I forgot what I was going to say about that. What was I going to say? Oh my gosh, I don't remember. I just can't remember what I was going to say. That's crazy. Wonder if that'll stick. I found this glue in my stash of stuff. Yeah, I don't remember exactly what I was going to say, but I think it has something to do with putting stuff away, but not in here, because I don't have that big of a space anymore, because when I did all that kind of downsizing, I also downsized the room. this cap, I couldn't even get it off. So I'm not going to push it down too hard. Yeah, it looks crooked, but I think it's more, I don't know. I'll just leave it. So, like, if I haven't used it in a year or something, things like that, it is crooked. It's not too bad. Okay, let's put a couple eyelets in here. So if you don't feel like making a tag, this is kind of a thing you can do. I didn't want to. I should have got my bigger punch anyways, because, or I wonder, maybe I'll put circles on them. I don't know, I cut that pretty. Where's my circle thingies? My reinforcers. Where are you? Oh my gosh. Scraps. There they are. I don't know. Got my head in there or not. I got a haircut and I'm not really very happy with it. So I just have to wait for it to grow out. You know, it takes a couple weeks, but I didn't have it cut for a long time because I didn't have somebody I liked to cut it. And I really should have used my other hole punch on this. Okay. There's tons of journaling space. Okay, so now I need a tie. Let's see, what can we use? I had I could just use this. This looks like it would go with those pretty well. Looking at another piece. And then I saw somebody was doing this tie kind of thing, and then they just tied a knot up here, which I like because otherwise those feel like they're always going to fall out, come undone. I guess it wouldn't matter if it did because it just, you know, we're not, these aren't to be tied on to something else like a package or something. They're just for looks. All right, guys, so that is that. And what else was I gonna do? Something I was gonna make an envelope. I don't know what to do with the little... I'm going to show you how to make an envelope without... Oh, I know. It was... Where's that thank you card? I don't know about you, but I used all my envelopes for thank you cards. What did I do with it? Oh my gosh. All I did was walk over here. Alright, I don't know what I did with it, so I'll have to show you another time, I guess. Kathy, sweet Kathy, Nonstop Mom, sent me a ton of oil-based colored pencils. I mean, there's every color under the sun in this thing. Look at this. I can't wait to try them. I don't know what I'm going to color, but I guess I'll find something. You know, you just don't think about all these things that you can... Oops, I don't know if that's going to fit that way. This is a color guide, so you can make your own colors. I think. I'm not sure how it works. You know, you don't get any directions. You're supposed to know how. Okay. Well, I don't know what happened to that card. All the trouble I went to get it out. And now I don't know where it went. It's probably sitting right in front of me somewhere. Oops. Okay, let me get this stuff off my desk. All right, Lynda, if you're watching, I'm going to do a flip through now. And then we'll put these two pieces in. But either, you know, I mean, you can close your eyes, but it might take a while. So it's probably a good idea if you just turn it off or walk away if you don't want to see it. If you don't care and you want to see it, then be my guest. Okay, there's still a few things to do in here, but I still need to get a word type for journal. And I'll tie this and make sure this fits, because I don't think I checked it yet. Yeah, it's nice and fluffy. I love this cover. It's all feels so good in my hands. I think I say that all the time, but it's true. I'm going to see how much time I have left. Okay, not that much time, but I've got to find the right. Oh, there it is. And I don't know the measurements. I think it's like 9 by 6 or 5.5 by like 8.5 probably. And then the side is this is about almost 2 inches. I don't think quite 2 inches. And then this is the back. And I don't know how many pages are in here either, because I haven't counted them. So when we open, the first page is this little pocket here, and this little guy here comes out, and then come on, it's not glued in. It comes out so she can put her own picture in there, and then maybe finish gluing it down. I don't know. And this is a little journal card, and this one was one we made a long time ago that looks like a picture frame around it. I love that. And this was a tall journal card that I did a long time ago too. I'm trying to pull out of my stash some of the things. Okay, and then, oops, this is just ripped here. I keep thinking it's a pocket or something, but it just was the way I ripped it, and it just ripped. This is a lace edge that I sewed a couple weeks ago on Crafty Cat, her challenge, 50 stack challenge. And then here is that magazine page that I took out of that 1925 magazine, and it kept ripping. So I just went ahead and took packing tape and just taped over it in the center there, because I didn't want to lose this. If I had put fabric or something, I would have lost, you know, this, and the importance of it would have been gone. You know, that it was it's an original from 1925. Then up here we have that little notebook that I did, the little rings and a little charm up here somewhere, little heart, little key, charm. I wish we could come up with something different for the ball pens. Because once they get like this, they're hard to handle. Anyway, I'll try and fix that a little bit later. Then this page here is a journal page, a tuck, and then I have a journal card or tag, and this one I just wrapped this around it. It was from an old dictionary, a thesaurus, and then I put some little tiny journal tags in here just to do something different, and then I put one on the back side as well. You could still journal in here, and you could journal on the back of this. So that was kind of fun. In here, this pocket, I put 2 of these pages of journaling paper that I think it's Temu or something who sells this. A lot of people do. It's on Amazon. It's everywhere. And you know, I even saw this on Etsy. And I'm sorry, but Etsy was supposed to be handcrafted items or 25 years old to be sold on Etsy. And now I found all kinds of stuff that you get from Temu or Amazon. I just don't understand that. I loved it because I loved Etsy because of, you know, it was handcrafted stuff. But they, you know, kind of went away from it. It was just a old ledger page and blank page for photos or anything she wants to put on there. Here's a little tag and a little postcard. It's a digital postcard. And then here in the back is an envelope, and it has something in it. Oh, I have like another little letter in here that you can write on the back of that. This barely fits in this. I probably shouldn't have pulled it out. It'll go back. It's just, you have to work at it. And this is that little paper clip I made. The little skinny ones. Can't even see where the center of this page is. I guess it's right there. So something could be also clipped on this side. And then here's some journaling space or photographs, something like that. Another photograph for journaling. This is a card. We made this one, I think, on camera. And this opens up here, and then inside is a little note area. And then these hold that closed so it doesn't flip open. And it's kind of, this was on vintage, I printed it on vintage music paper, and it's getting kind of brittle just from the amount of time that I've played with it. old book page here. It's a German school book. I think they're teaching English with this book. German reading grammar, but it's lessons on English, I think, too. And then here's another journal card in this one. And a little collaged pocket, little tab. Here is a flip up. On this tag, I glued it to the page. And then instead of turning it over to write on it, I put this little page in here. This little band goes across it, and that just slips in there and stays on front. Then this is a vintage paper from a notebook, an old a time book or something like that, and it was blue, and I thought that looks good in there. And then because it's our 250th anniversary, I just put this in here for fun. It's just a reminder of the year and what time frame this was made. And then this is a pocket made from the book page, and in here is just a little note page, another page to write on, or put something else in if you don't want to do that. And then here's another little page to write, coffee dyed paper, some lined paper. And then here, this is a page that can be written on. Actually, you could write on this, or you could put a photograph. And then up in this corner, she may already have one of these, because I had several of these cards. It's from it's like stationery from the hotel. It's Lumpkin, Georgia. The Bedlingfield Inn, B-E-D-I-N-G, filled in, cute. And then it opens up like this, and you can journal all inside of there. So I just tucked that up here on this corner. Oops, not too hard, or you're going to bend the page. And then put a paper clip there to hold it in place. And then here's the another pocket, a journal card pocket. And this one I just used book page from a dictionary. And it has domestic animals and wild animals. And then I put one of these up here. I was going to put paper in here, pages, but I just didn't get to it. And if she wants, she can always open this up and put her pages in there. She probably knows how to work one of these. If you're old enough, you know how they work. We used them in the office all the time. It was kind of a cool way to file your stuff away, because the pages would just stay where they're supposed to, not get all crinkled up or things like that. This here will be really nice to put a nice picture on. This is a journal card that I made. This one I already had in my stash, but this was a, what do you call it, envelope, junk mail envelope, and I left the envelope part that you close, I left it out, and then I put this ruffle on there. And it had a different plan for it, but it didn't work, so that's what I came up with to hide that flap. And then I put just some lace on that side. Journaling space here. Journal here, and here's another one of those journal cards I made. I'd like to make some more of these. Just to have, all I did was put cardstock in between two pieces of book page, but they're easy to make, and I was thinking it would be great to have like 20 of these on hand. And with like this lace, it's neutral, and it can go into a lot of journals because of the color. And this is old piano page. Player piano. And then this is glued down because this is very flimsy. And I have a little charm on there. I put a new eyelet in there. The other one was falling out. These are just some little journal cards tucked in clusters together. And then another paper clip. And then here, I have nothing. So if I remember to find something to put in there, I will. If I don't, she's got a space that she can put something in. I'll tell you. And this is washi tape on the outside of this paper clip, and it's really not the best. It's not the kind. It's the kind of washi. It's like the shiny kind, and it just isn't sitting on there very well. And then here's a little charm thingy there. Oh, and oh, wait a minute. This, where's my paper clip that's there? Is that this? Oh. How did I do that? I don't know what I did. This was paper clipped on as well, but it wasn't over the top of this. It had its own little spot. I think I must have had it on this side. Like that. Yeah. Because I wouldn't want those to get all crunched up. There we go. And this is got the photo corners, and this comes out, so if she wants, she can change that out with a photo of her own. Okay, and we're back to here, and there's a, this is a little pocket, and it has a charm on it. It opens up, and then this is a really like heavy cardstock that this is Alicia made this for me. I had several of them, and I've been using them for years now, and this one was kind of heavy weight, so I thought it would be good to hold this closed. And then in here is just a few tags to journal on. Yeah. I know there's a video on this in this series. So you just have to go to the playlist and type in, hold on. It's got to come down a little bit. Go to the playlist and look at Willow and Vine. And it's in there somewhere. And this one, yes, I did this on video. This is one that I got this idea from Tommy Joe. She's at Bird Street Studio, and it's spelled with a Y. Bird is spelled with a Y, if you want to look her up and watch how she did it. She did a great job. And I just stenciled inside there, and then stenciled in that window area. And then this is one of Tim Holtz's photos. And I just scraped a lot of the photograph part, the shiny stuff, off. And it left this white area, and it looks like it's vintage. It's a lot more vintage looking. And then this is just a charm that we did. It was a dangle thingy. And let's see here, I just did a corner pocket, and on this one, this corner, I just took an envelope. I don't know if you can see it here. It's the craft paper envelopes, and I just ripped it in half so I could have a corner because I wanted something strong. And then this is a little card that I got, was in my mom's stuff. It's my Aunt Pauline. And she was a waitress, and she got this certificate in 1949. And she wore the cutest little uniforms. She had bright red hair, and they all called her Red. And her uniform, and then in the pocket by her shoulder, she had these handkerchiefs that were just adorable. And every day she would wear a different handkerchief in her pocket. Kind of like Flo on that TV program. That's what she reminds me of. Here I just did, and this is the other side of that heavy pocket, and I needed it for this piece because it's so heavy. Here I just took 2 pieces and glued them together so you can write on the back. You could also write in the front if you wanted. And then this here is, we made this on camera too. It's like a little pocket folio thing. A few journal cards here, a few here, and then it's very easy to make. It just flips shut, and oh, it has another journal card in here. Just a little collaged journal card. And that's another one to make on, you know, like this, journal cards that you can just keep in your little file box where you keep your journal cards. And then you don't have to decorate something every time you want to add something to your journals. Okay, and then this is a letter, not a letter, but she wrote words to music, and this is from 1950 something. And then on this page was just another little collage, and I punched out this butterfly, and I made this little charm with the resin, and then the UV resin. And then here's a little journal card with some little things stuck in there to use. You could use those or write on them. Then in here is, this one's hard to get out too. It's just a belly band here, and then this is a book page, and all I did on this was put a piece of paper over the one side of the book page, folded it in half, which made like this little booklet. And then I have a tag in here, and this picture also comes out, and this has come unglued, or did I forget to glue it at all? Doesn't even look like it had glue. I don't think I glued it. That's good. Anyway, I'm going to have to come back and glue that. And then just a little note page on top of a book page. And then I have this paper clip here, and I'm not sure why. Maybe this was flipping. I don't know why I have that there. Oh, I think it goes up there. Okay. So let me set this back in here if I can get it in. I just have to keep it straight. Once you get going, it's fine. I'll have to go fix that. And this is just a little note, a little envelope with cards in it. And that folded over that side. And a paper clip on that, this little butterfly. This is just your ordinary, typical paper clip that's kind of hard to get on because they're the same size, kind of. Okay. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Now here, I don't know if you guys remember, I mean, in the last video that I did, which was the flip through, this page was empty, and I just couldn't find something I wanted to put on this page. So what I did was, and this side was just plain, all this was all over here. What I did was I just cut it off here. I ripped it off, half of this page, and then I glued it back on here. So we have half a page on this side and half of this, and vice versa on this side, which there's still nothing on there. There's no place to, you know, put something in. but it just gives it that added, it needed something else. It needed to be used differently. So that's what I did. This one here, I just made some staggered pockets and put some tall journal cards in this. And I just sewed around those and inked them. Very simple to do, these kind of deals when you can't think of anything else. This one's another one that I put the, see, it's still kind of not sticking very well. But I don't think there's going to be that much abuse with this. Now this page, I don't have anything. And this page, I was thinking of using these back here because I just thought it looked so plain, so white. And I made these first, these little envelopes. I wonder, maybe I should just put these in there. And I also have, okay, let's see. This is just for writing. I signed here my name, which I usually never do, but my stamp doesn't want to work very well anymore. And then I have this back page, but it's almost useless because it's got too full and, you know, in order to write on it. But you could, I mean, have to, you know, do some maneuvering. So I don't know, maybe, I'm trying to think. I'm not sure I like these two colors. Well, that one goes with that because it's the same. And then all I did in here was put a journal card or a piece of paper to journal on. This is kind of hard to get in with these edges. This was the envelope I was going to show you how to make, but I don't think I'm going to have time now. So I don't know where to put these exactly. You know, it's like I don't think I can put something on every journal, every page. So I'm just going to stick these back in here for now. I should have glued this part down. I didn't do that. I didn't find too many things that I left undone. Okay, I'll just close that and it will glue together correctly. Okay, so I'm finished. I hope she likes it. It was, it's a busy journal, but I know how Lynda does with hers. She sets them on her coffee table and lets people just browse through them, which is kind of cool. Alrighty, so I guess that's it. And if you're watching, Lynda, thank you very much. I will get this out to you. I will let you know how much. Yeah, I don't even know how many pages. It's not even considered a signature, but it just looks like a lot of pages. I don't think it is. So, anyhow, it's a very nice, full, thick book with lots of stuff to do. All right, thanks for watching, guys, and I sure hope this video will upload for me tonight, because otherwise I'm not going to have a Monday video. So you guys have a great day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.